So I'm not gonna go through my intro and all that because I already went live today, right? So this is my second live today. Now I'm only going live right now because I forgot to talk to y'all about something this morning, right? So I was just reminded of the topic, right? I was gently reminded of the topic. So I was about to go on my journey, right? Because I was selecting the track list, I was looking at the songs I want to perform to, and that's when it hit me, right? Hold on. I gotta get God. I gotta get God. Here we go. Gotta have God, bro. Alright, so shout out to God, man. I fucking love you, man. Thank you. Alright, so looking at it from a godly perspective, right? If you look at life from a perspective of a God, then you'll realize that we have unimaginable abilities. Like we can tap into these abilities that we had no idea we possessed, right? And with that said, the other day I went live and I was talking about Pinocchio. And I don't believe I finished the story because I might have went off topic or I might have got distracted, right? So I just remembered a little while ago to discuss this story with you. So going back to Pinocchio, remember Pinocchio wanted to be a real boy. Remember? And anytime he told a lie, his nose grew. Right? So Pinocchio wanted to be a real boy. And, let's look at it like humans, right? Humans, right? Human beings. The ones that have us enslaved right now. They are Pinocchio, right? They don't have a soul. They want to have a soul, right? But they don't have one. But their goal is to have one. So let's just say Pinocchio is the human being who doesn't have a soul, right? Pinocchio is the story of a human being who doesn't have a soul, right? Okay. Now that we know the concept of the story, now that we understand who Pinocchio is and what the goal of the story is, what the moral of the story is, right? He wants a soul. He doesn't have a soul. He wants to be a real boy. Okay. Now, here's what I've learned. Okay? It's not tested. It's not, I haven't tested this, but I was given an experience that showed me our capabilities. And one of these capabilities was the ability to give a human being a soul. Well, Jose, how the fuck do you do that? Right? All right, well, love has a lot to do with it. Let's say, for example, you fall in love with a beautiful woman, but she doesn't have a soul. She's a human being, right? But you really love this woman, and you want this woman to live forever. You want her to be a goddess, to your God. You want to make her a goddess, right? But how? How can you make her a goddess if she doesn't have a soul? Right? This is where the power of God comes in. Right? Per my understanding, right? This is per my understanding. This is not a fact, y'all. I'm not saying this is a fact. All I'm saying is, per my understanding, this is what I believe we can do. So, we have the ability to give a piece of our consciousness to our significant other, should we need to do that, right? So if you just so happen to fall in love with a person who's a human being and they don't have a soul, if your love for them is strong enough, you can actually give them a piece of your consciousness and they will become a god just like you. They would not be a full god. They'll be like a demigod, right? But she will still have capabilities. She will have abilities. She will become a goddess just like you, it's based on what you want, right? And if that's what you want and your love for her is that strong, or him, it could be a her or him, it doesn't matter. If your love is that strong, you can give them a piece of your consciousness and they will have a soul, right? So a lot of people don't know this information. And I wanted to give you this information, right? Because, as we grow and we begin to understand what we are and the things that we can do, we really got to start to expand our mind to the possibilities. Even the ones that we don't believe exist, we got to give them a chance, right? Because at the end of the day, if you can think of it, it can be done. You know, there's nothing that cannot be created or that wasn't already created. We just need to tap into it, right? Everything's a frequency. Tap into the frequency you want, right? So, like Pinocchio became a real boy, he was given a soul. We have the ability to help humans. We have the ability to give them a piece of our consciousness, right? Now, the only other way that I'm aware of is to mate with them, right? So let's just say a god as a man, you know, I'm a man, has a baby with a woman who's not a goddess, right? The baby will indeed be a demigod. The baby will be, you know, half human, half demigod, half god, because that's, you know, that's mother and father. And, you know, that's going to happen no matter what. So no matter what, if you mate with a human, the baby's going to be a demigod. You understand? So if you want to make the mother or father, depending on who you are, right, a god just like yourself, then you need to, you know, create that for them. You need to create that for them. You need to give it to them, right? Only you can do that, and only you know how to do that, because that takes the power of love, right? How much do you love that person? How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to do, right? Ask God to help you. He'll show you what to do. It can be done. I know look, from my understanding, this can be done. Right? I'm not saying we're gonna sit there and turn every human being into a god, but bro, some of them deserve to be. And we're gonna need them to help us. Right? Apes together strong. Right? So look, it's Friday. I think it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, and I was just about to go on my journey when I was reminded to speak about Pinocchio. Go talk about Pinocchio and let them know, you know, how he became a real boy, and let them know how the gods can help humans, right? How the gods can give humans a piece of their consciousness, right? So I had to come do this before I do that, right? Because once I do that, Lord knows you're not gonna hear from me for like 12 hours, bro. Right? So I got the playlist set up, right? I know what songs I want to perform to today. I already asked the universe for some magic, right? And now it's just a matter of just going. I have to blast off, right? I haven't blasted off yet. I've been cleaning up. I was cleaning my house, you know, I was fucking getting everything organized, because I don't like to see stuff thrown around dirty when I'm in the zone like that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I swept, I'm out. I still gotta organize my new little studio. Like I got this little setup, right? But I lost a lot of furniture, man. So I don't. The table I used to have, you know, all my stuff is gone, right? So I need to get a new one. So right now I kind of got everything set up on my bed just so I can lay there and fuck around, right? So I'll be doing that shit in my room. But I want to set my living room back up to how I had it before, right? So it's gonna be like my little studio. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. I'm about to blast off. I'm about to go on a journey with God. I'm about to go see what's up. I did want to say one more thing before I left, man. Allow me to reintroduce myself, right? If you still here this long and you still watching my video, allow me to reintroduce myself, man. My name is Jose, right? AKA Yahweh, right? I represent the universe. I represent God. I am the universe. I am God, right? So, you know, you could deny me. You could pretend like you don't see me. You could pretend like you don't hear me. You could pretend like I don't exist. And like I'm not sitting here to your face telling you I'm here to help the world, right? But the fact of the matter is that I'm here, right? And, you know, no matter how you feel, I represent the universe. I represent the one and only, the Almighty One, the Creator of all of us. That's who I represent. So I wanted to get that clear, just so that you know who I am, right? And you know, if you're wondering how you so magical, how you do that, how he do that, how he know this, how he know that, God. Okay, God. I'm not a witch. I don't know how to be a witch. All I know is I'm being attacked by a lot of witches, right? And you know, I'm fighting this war alone. I don't got no help. So I'm winning. I'm still winning, right? I'm still winning. But you know, it's a real war, y'all. So I'm single. I'm available. Any ladies out there, you know, I'm not a whore, so don't think I sleep around because I don't. But I am looking for friendships. I am looking to get to know people because the goddess that's gonna rise up with me by my side, bro. Bro, we got a lot of work to do, man. You know what I'm saying? So I really would appreciate it if you stepped up sooner than later, right? Cause we got shit to do, man. You feel me? Where you at? I'm waiting, man. You feel me? I think I know who you are. That's about, you know. I'm gonna keep things how they are for now, right? I guess that's what we doing. Uh, I'm looking for a manager, somebody to manage me, somebody to help me promote and get my stuff out, right? Somebody that can get me into collabs, into music collabs, like video collabs, like podcast collabs. Like I don't care, whatever pays, bro. Right? I do it all, man. I rap, I sing, I dance, bro. I spit knowledge. I do it all, bro. I'm a carpenter. I build shit. You know, I run jobs. I know how to read drawings. I know how to estimate. Like a jack of all trades. I'm like a jack of all trades in life type shit. Like it's crazy, right? But the whole thing is, you know, people would look at me and get jealous or get envious instead of looking at the reflection I'm trying to show them. Like, I'm trying to show you a version of you that exists. You just gotta tap into it, man. So right now, you know, if your emotions gotta control you, then you still haven't mastered self, which means you got work to do, right? Because in order to get to where I am, you know, you gotta master self. That's a big part of it. Mastering your emotions is a big part of it. So you need to eliminate that jealousy. You need to eliminate the envy. Eliminate that hate that's in you, bro. Whatever darkness you got in there, you gotta, you know, get rid of it, man. That shit is not serving you. It's not serving you. It's not serving your higher good, man. And that's why I keep, you know, I keep trying to drill that into y'all minds so that y'all can get a clear understanding of what I'm trying to do here. I'm not cocky, bro. I'm already humble. A lot of y'all want to see me humble. I'm already humble, bro. How much more humble you want me to be? You don't see me on here showing you stacks of thousands of money. You don't see me showing you brand new cars or brand new houses and flossing in front of you. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm simply trying to teach. I'm simply trying to help you open your mind. You feel me? So I don't understand the jealousy. I really don't. I don't got nothing you don't have. And if you got more than me and you jealous, bro, you got some serious issues, my nigga. Because you should be enjoying your money. If anything, take the information and learn. Right? Grow from it. Become a better person from it. Right? You want to help, make a donation. I could use it. Lord knows I could use, you know, like I could use help. Right? So, you know, better yourself, bro. You could take those emotions and you could transmute them into power, bro. And you could really do some good to where you could really start shining your light so bright that you're gonna start blinding people, bro. But that's the goal. That's what we're supposed to do. So, you know, I'm gonna do mine as much as I can. I'm gonna try to blind everybody. Right? That's, you know, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm trying to show love. I'm gonna blind you with love, man. Y'all ain't never seen no shit like that before. Y'all ain't never experienced no shit like that before. What better way to bring you home to God? Right? So I'm gonna continue to be me, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I love all y'all niggas, man. Whether you hurt me, whether you betrayed me, man, I still love you, man. I can't fuck with you, but I love you, man. You know why? Because you don't know, you don't really know love. And when you had it, look at what you did to it. Because a lot of y'all had me sitting right in front of you at one point or another, crying my eyes out to you, pouring my heart out to you, you know, showing my love to you. Whatever I was doing, bro, it was something positive. And you mistreated me. You got rid of me. You threw me out. You left me to die. Right? This is the thank you I get. That's the thank you I got from almost everybody. From everybody. So which I thought that if y'all did, if all of y'all got together and all of y'all did the same thing to me, and I felt alone in the world, that I was gonna kill myself. Y'all really thought I was gonna take myself out because I felt alone? Bro, don't you know how long I've been feeling alone? Like, you don't have no idea what it's like to be around people and still feel alone, bro. When people don't show you love, that's how it feels. You could be around 50 people. If none of them love you, you're gonna feel that shit. Don't nobody there love you. Don't nobody there care about you. And me being who I am, I always felt it. I always felt it. Nobody gave a fuck. So, what made you think that you was gonna be able to attack me this way, and that it was gonna push me over the edge? When I've already pushed myself over the edge multiple times, way worse than this. You know, it's more disappointing. It's more disappointing than anything to know that people I love did that to me. That people I love felt that way about me. That people I love wanted to see me that way. Right? That's crazy. After all the things I did for you, that's crazy. But you love God. But you claim to love God. When you had the God right in front of you and you mistreated the God that was there. How you feel about that? I'm very curious to know how you guys feel about that. Do you realize what you've done to me? Do you realize what you've done to yourself? Do you know who I am? Do you see who I am now? Do you recognize me? You never thought I had this inside of me, did you? You never believed it. You never gave me a chance to flourish because you were busy kicking me, making sure I was down, draining my energy. Right? So that you could flourish. Because fuck me, bro. Right? And then when I decided to walk away, people tell people that they got rid of me because I wasn't worth nothing, because I was a druggie. This is what people tell people. I was a druggie. So, they never told people he pays all the bills. He gets up and goes to work 5-6 days a week. The motherfucker makes all the money. He takes care of everything around here. He only buys the drugs because I want him to. Nobody never said that part. Nobody ever said the arguments I used to have in the house. Don't come home unless you got this shit. Don't come home unless you got it. Meanwhile, I gotta come out of work and go pick up now because, it's being demanded. I gotta bring it home. Or I'm gonna walk into a house of misery. But nobody knows that part of the story. Nobody ever was spoken, right? Nobody ever spoke about that part. Right? That part was overlooked. Right? The parts where I walk through the door and I get smacked in my face, or I get punched in my face, or I get accused of everything, my dick gets smelled, all types of stupid shit. Like, bro, nobody talks about that part. Right? The times that my gut instincts was telling me that people was cheating on me, and I would follow up and check, and all of a sudden they're unavailable. Right? Or it was always some bullshit, but then people made me believe I was tripping, and that they didn't do nothing wrong. and I would let it go because I love them. I don't want to believe they did that to me. But here today, right now, I now came to the realization that every single time I had those feelings, they were real, and it happened. Right? I was tricked. I was fooled. This is how I learned to trust my body. Trust what it's telling me, because it never lies. So understand, y'all think because y'all see me up here dancing that everything's fun. Life is fun. Life is what you make of it. And, I could choose to sit here and cry and soak and be sad, because, everybody hates me. Everybody wants to see me dead. Nobody wants to see me succeed. Nobody wants to help me. I have a lot of reasons to be upset. I have a lot of reasons to be sad. I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. I don't have anyone I can call and talk to. I don't have anyone who calls to check on me. Genuinely. Who actually cares. Right? So, y'all don't know about none of that. Right? Y'all don't see that. Y'all only see me dancing. Y'all only hear the music and y'all see me dancing. Y'all go, that nigga having the time of his life over there. That nigga's chilling. But y'all don't see the tears on camera. Y'all don't see me sitting on the floor in the corner crying for hours. Y'all don't see me in pain, hurting over the fact that all this shit happened to me. It hurts. But like I told you, if I feel the need to release any pain I feel, I release it. If I feel the need to cry, then I'm gonna cry. Right? But once I release it, I'm releasing. I'm not gonna keep crying over the same thing. So understand, I selectively choose my tears and the reason they fall. Right? So I make sure I'm releasing the right stuff. Stuff I don't want to hold on to. Right? And I do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And this is all the stuff we don't see. I do got a video I made last weekend where I was talking to y'all and I started crying. Right? And, I was going to release it. But I decided against it, right? Because I have a problem with you seeing me that way. But the universe wants me to release it. Like they're telling me to release it. I have to release it. That's how you touch the hearts of people. And I understand. But it's hard for me to release something like that when I'm trying to focus on joy, right? I'm trying to focus on joy, happiness, and the celebration of finding my Father God, right? So for me to release a video crying, bro, right? It's fucking with me. But I'm not gonna delete it, and maybe one day I'll release it. But as of right this minute, I'm not comfortable with that idea, and me and God are talking about it. Cause honestly, I got 3 videos. It's three. One is a dancing video where I started crying while I was dancing, and I didn't stop dancing nor did I stop recording. I completed the dance. And one is, a lecture I was doing in the middle of a trip. I was like in the middle of the hurricane. I was in the middle of the trip, and I started recording, and I started talking to you. And in the midst of this, my emotions came out. So I was very emotional during this lecture, and I cried. And another one is another lecture where, I discussed crying, and I started crying while I was discussing crying. So understand I got material already recorded where I just express myself. I freely express myself, right? And, it's not for fear of embarrassment, but I'm just not ready for the world to see me that way just yet, right? So the universe, we working together to help me build up the courage to release the videos, because at the end of the day, they're gonna come out. they have to come out, right? So I gotta make myself right with it sooner than later, and I'm aware of that. So, Jose, how do you get through all of this? How did you get through all of that? Like how, bro? How the fuck did you manage to escape everything they threw at you, bro? And everything they trying to push you through? I got strong determination, drive, and willpower. And I spent a lot of my life by myself. I taught me, bro. Right? I pick and choose who I learn from. I pick and choose what to apply to my life and what not to apply to my life. I pick and choose everything about myself. Right? I never had a steady teacher, someone I can learn everything about because I was never around someone too long. So I learned little bits and parts of everybody and everything, right? And I chose to retain some good stuff and release some bad stuff, and build up the character I am now, right? So I am the world. I am the people in the world, right? Because, from 13 up until now, I've basically been maneuvering, right? I've been around many different people. I've been in many different places. I've spoken many different conversations in many different languages, bro. So, I don't let other people's perception of me determine my fate. You understand? Just because you feel a way don't mean it's true. Just because you say something don't mean it's true, right? I don't care how bad you want to believe it. I don't care how bad you wish it to happen. It's not. If it's just not a fact, it's not a fact. You understand? So, my belief in myself is so strong that I'm basically untouchable. I'm untouchable. Right? God got me protected. Right? I get a lot of attacks by a lot of people, bro. So for me to sit here and tell you, sometimes I don't feel those hits coming in. I get hit sometimes, and then I gotta catch it. Mid attack, I catch it. Like, damn, nigga, I didn't even know I was being attacked. Like, that's crazy, right? But it keeps me on my toes, and 9 times out of 10, I'm able to catch it and get rid of it, right? Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. Sometimes I sit there and sulk and let it get to me, and then when I realize I'm sulking, I stop. I'm like, oh shit, bro, that's not me. That's not what I want to do, right? So that's self-mastery. That's, realizing your actions, realizing what you're doing, and taking control of yourself, because somebody else could be projecting onto you, right? But for the most part, once you realize what you are, who you are, you walk around with no fear, bro. There's nothing that can really touch you. Nothing, bro. Fear's the biggest one they need from you. Once you take that away from them, bro, you're really gonna have a really good sense of freedom. And that's the truth. So look, I stood longer than expected. But I'm out, right? I'm out. I got a date. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all niggas soon, bro.